Make sure that's muted over there. Self-talk. Make sure that's muted over there. And we got it muted. All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Conversation today is going to be in your hands. Turn the music down. All right. That is the Success Mindset Matrix. Number one R&B single. Kind of cool. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Sean Murphy. Good to see everybody here. I think I saw an OG pop on, Dakaya Banks. Welcome, Dakaya. Good to have you here. Hope Granny's doing okay. Sending prayers and blessings and Thanksgiving to y'all. So how can I be of best service to you today? We're near the end of we're in the final months, final moments, final weeks of the 2026, getting ready for 2027, final weeks of 2025. I've been doing so much planning. 2026 seems like it's already here. So we got to get our 2026 in place, right? Where do you want to be mentally, emotionally, physically, right? What are the things that I can do to help you in this short little time that we have together this morning? What are some questions that I can answer for you? Some guidelines, some activations of your brain. So, what's your story, Morning Glory? How can I be of best service? I can just open to a page here and Think and Grow Rich. Let's see, we're in imagination. The main thing of it, and please, if you've got a question, just stop me, because we're only going to go for about 15 minutes if you don't have any questions, because I've got some big projects I'm working on. The main thing, let's see, this is in the chapter on imagination. The main thing of importance was the decision to get the money within a specific time. And I want to tell you that the moment I reached a definite decision to get the money within a specific time, a strange feeling of assurance came over me. I don't know. I marked through the word. Oh, such as I had never experienced before. Something inside seemed to say, why didn't you reach that decision a long time ago? The money was waiting for you all the time. Things began to happen in a hurry. I called the newspaper and announced I would preach a sermon the following morning, edited it, entitled, What Would I Do If I Had $1 Million? Right? And this is the sermon that actually brought him $1 million. So it's this decision. When you make a decision, there's something of that frequency that turns in. The challenge is you haven't made a decision yet. Oh, you've talked about it. What's the word I'm looking for? You threatened a decision. You threatened that you were going to become rich. You threatened you were going to become healthy. You threatened that you were going to fill in the blank, whatever that fill in the blank is, sponsor more people, raise your communication level, do more things on a regular basis. You just haven't. You haven't made the decision. You just haven't. I can tell you this. If you had to go to the hospital to take, how many of us have ever, pushed off a doctor's appointment? How many of us have ever got mad at somebody because they pushed off a doctor appointment and you knew they needed it? Right? This is the same thing. The challenge is that most personal development conversations, programs, they give you the secret. Right there's the secret. Why'd you do with the book? Right there's the secret. Right here's the secret. Right here's the secret. Right? That's Think and Grow Rich. This is Science of Getting Rich. You guys have access to this. You have access to the 70-page manual that goes along with it, the Q&A. How many of you have gone back to answer the questions in the Science of Getting Rich? How many of you have the 116 questions from the, what did we just do? The decision of self, the prompt and declarations from the DNP training, right? So maybe you got too much. Maybe you've got too much of the conversation. Maybe it's too simple. I don't know. All I know is that I want to make sure you are getting the best version of you. Well, the Science of Getting Rich is in Kartra. Actually, they're all sitting in, I think they're all sitting in School. SeanSchool.com, SeanSchool.com, SeanSchool.com. These questions are actually in the mastermind. AJ put those in there. Yeah, so how can I help you? What can I do to be of service? Because here's what I know. Go ahead.
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Silke.
Well, you can tell us first what you know.
Oh, I know very little.
Okay, well, you were saying, here's what I know, and I interrupted you, so
No, you're perfectly fine. Go ahead.
Okay. How are you this morning?
Outstanding.
That is wonderful. Okay, so we have a little bit more than a month left before the end of this year.
Yep.
So, how can I double my enrollment in a month?
Excellent. What's the number? What's the current, either the current number or the double number? Either one, just one of the numbers. What's
the current number is 10. So,
okay.
And to that, how do I how do I attract people that actually are wanting to work instead of snooze? So those are my two questions for the last month of this year.
It's if we shift a couple of things to shift. One, imagine if today was January 1st.
Yes.
What would you do different? Right? It wouldn't be the last year, it'd be the first year of the month. So make that switch, because the last year, like when we tie the last year, we have such a preconceived notion. Well, it's the holidays, it's the end of the year, nobody wants to start till January, blah, 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 blah. All of this stuff runs in our subconscious. If this is January 1st, you're like, people really want to get out, they want to make a difference, they got to pay for Christmas. So
I'm not even thinking like that. I'm thinking that people should do this now so they can use this as a tax write-off for 25, not 26, and wait.
Sure. And that's another huge conversation. So the easy way to have that conversation is, hey, listen, most people who have to deal with their finances, most people who don't have a plan for their finances usually stop looking for ways to solve their financial problem in December. I don't know why it happens. So I'm curious, are you somebody that puts your financial success on hold for the month of December and then gets back to it in January? Or are you somebody who's committed to look for a solution every day of the year, every month of the year? That's one conversation. The other conversation is have you taken advantage of the $4,000 write-off? Some get up to 6, could be 4.
Yeah. Yes, that I have.
I would say it again.
Posted that in that way, but nobody even responded to that.
Well, how many times did you post it? Remember, how many times does it take for a particular message to hit in social media? How many times does somebody have to see it?
Well, 8 to 10 times.
That's the old marketing. It's in traditional marketing and paper marketing. Now it's 15 to 18 times.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you
Yes.
serious?
Yep. And that's who's coming, and that's who's a good time for you to start posting. So 15 to 18 times. Now, the other thing is that I was actually helping a gentleman yesterday with his company's presentation, and they are doing this lifestyle conversation. So I shared with him, I said, you're talking about the lifestyle, the name of the company has lifestyle in it, yet you never mention anything about lifestyle in the conversation, in the presentation, in the 30 minutes. I said, first of all, you need a 4 to 7 minute presentation, and then let the 30-minute one be the reason for people to want more. So I'll share with you, because it's not copyrighted and I came up with the idea, so it's my content. Most people have a style of life, hoping one day they'll have a lifestyle. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Oh yeah, makes total sense. Yeah.
So what you get to say, what all of us get to say, as well as Heather, even, it's wellness. Does your style of life keep you from living your lifestyle?
Wow, that's powerful.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Does your style of life keep you from living
Your
the
lifestyle.
lifestyle? I need to write that down.
So Heather would say, listen, you have a current style of life. We call it living. It's a style of life. And most people, it is their living that makes them poor. It is their living that makes them sick. It is their living that makes them angry, mean, and frustrated.
Yeah.
It is your style of living that keeps you from the lifestyle you dream of.
Wow. Wow, you are so powerful with your words. I'm still blown away after a year.
Well, you could ask some people who've been here for 6 years, and it doesn't go away. Because I choose a lifestyle. I don't choose a style of living.
Yes, it gets better, Diane says. I
So
love it.
so as you have a conversation, you could ask people, hey, listen, I know we say it all the time. We look for lifestyle. What style of life do you want in 2026? And do you want to work harder to get it, or do you want to work with more fun and enjoyable? Do you want something that you can learn, truly understand the power of leverage, or are you going to be leveraged in 2026?
Oh,
Who's going to
that's very powerful too, because are you going to be the one leverage? Yeah,
who's going to control
instead of
who's when you think of the word leverage, who's going to control it in 2026? Are they are or you are? Well, I want to. You didn't in 2025. What's going to change? When
because
you here's I heard this morning. I heard this this morning. Listen carefully to this. It was a meme that popped up, and this gentleman said, when you're healed, the healed version of you is meaner than the unhealed version of you.
wow.
Somebody drop a bonus. Say bonus in the chat. That was big.
Bonus.
Yeah, the healed version of you is a hell of a lot meaner than the unhealed version of you. Why? Because you say no.
But wouldn't that only apply with health and wellness?
No. When you're healed and you don't take any more crap, Silke, you don't take these people who they sign up and they get lost. Your healed version will hold their feet to the fire.
Okay, so it's the healed version of you is what?
Is meaner than the unhealed version.
So meaning that you're not gonna be putting up with people's crap.
Nope.
Is that not correct?
Correct.
Oh,
100%. And you'll do it without, and you won't get mad. You won't get frustrated with their crap because you're healed.
yeah, I have to work on that because I still get very angry when people do things that I specifically told them I don't like. I mean,
Right.
I'm saying, how dare? Do you not hear what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I got very angry about a situation the other day that I just had a conversation with this person a month before, and then this person did it again.
Well, because they forgot. So this is why it's critical.
Oh, I don't think they forgot.
Ah,
They just told me when I had the conversation with them again after I blew my lid, uh, which I don't very seldom happens.
right.
That they just did not agree with the way I was thinking.
Totally understand that, but they don't have to be mean about and disagree. Listen, I need people around me. If all of us agree on everything, we don't need one of us. So I look for conversation. I look for confrontation. I look to be challenged. It's the way that you say that you disagreeing with me is not a problem. The way you present it is. So
Well,
I'm okay with you disagreeing. You don't have to agree with me. If we both agree on everything, we don't need one of us.
yes, but when they take action on something that directly affects me, when I had this conversation that this type of action is not acceptable,
Well, so
it's very
but it's not
disrespectful to
acceptable.
me.
It's not acceptable to you. So you have to
Yes.
ask them, why do you think this upsets me? So you said, because I told them. They don't hear when you tell them. You have to ask questions. Why do you think this upsets me? Well, because of this, and that. Is it okay that you upset me?
I I mean, you are just gold. You have the golden mouth. I mean, the golden brain. Let me write that down. Okay,
Is it
because
okay that you upset me? Because if it is, then we have to change our arrangement.
okay, why do you think this obsess? Yeah, I need to. This is amazing. Like,
And is that okay? Is that okay in our relationship? Listen, I probably tick you guys off a lot. Yet I've asked you the 3 questions. Do I have your permission to make you uncomfortable? Permission
okay,
to
so what was the second one? Why do you think
Is that okay in our relationship?
that it is okay? Why do you think it upsets me? And what was the next one?
Well, when they answer that, do you think it's okay to upset me that way? When I've asked you specifically not to, do you believe that it's still okay to go against my wishes in this particular thing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. Then how do we change that?
So do you think it is okay to upset me this way?
Do you think it's okay to upset me in that way?
Because this person probably thinks it's not okay for me to get upset.
This isn't about you.
Mm.
Meaning it's not about them, it's about you.
Right. Exactly. I agree with you. And I was very upset and
Then you can say, put the shoe on the other foot, say, hey, listen, would you like me to upset you in similar fashion?
but this person said no one ever spoken to them like I did. And I like, well,
So they're the tiger with their foot in a trap. It's not you that's making them respond that way. It's training. They've been trained to respond this way.
that's interesting.
If I take on somebody's dog, somebody drops their dog and I babysit them, I can't get upset the way if they poop in my house. I mean, oh my God, I can't believe it did it. It doesn't know the rules here.
That's
Here's the
yes.
rules in this house. Now, if you go to your house and poop in your house, I'm not going to get mad. I don't agree with it, but it's your house. That's the same thing that happens every time we have a prospect. They come to our house and we expect them to know the rules in our house. They do not, which is why you have to find out what rules do they understand about the basic fundamentals of coming to somebody's house, coming to somebody's business, coming into somebody's energy orbit.
And there's the people that will will agree, and then suddenly they do 180,
Which is why you have to clarify, qualify, create expectation. Hey, listen, it sounds like we have an agreement. What did we just agree on? Well, we just said it. I know. I get so excited when people agree with me. What did we just agree on? Then the biggest mindset shift you can have, or awareness or reckoning, is, hey, listen, if we did this thing, how would you feel? I feel great. If we didn't do the thing, how would you feel? I feel terrible. Which one do you want to feel, great or terrible?
it's the feel. I had a student come back last night actually that had taken lessons with me in 2019, and anyway, so he's in marketing, and he was saying, "Oh, I've been in marketing for 25 years," and he said, "It's all about how do people feel."
Mhm.
Yes, that now I try to remember that, because that was like, yes, you are so right. And I'm like, yeah, I can totally hear that you are in marketing because yes, it's now I understand that. It's how the people, yes, that's exactly what he said. It's how the
And
people
if it's
feel.
how they feel, where they get it. So great insight, great awareness. Now you've got to ask the next question. What can influence their feeling? They're not used to being in a state of feeling. We think that's why people go to Google and go, how? If people truly understood the power of the question, how equals human.
Yes, you
How
always
equals
say
human.
that. I can dream that now. How equals human, and I'm still not too sure exactly how to break that down. But
Well,
how? There we
anything
go again.
if we ask how, if anybody says, well, how do I get healthy? How do I get healthy? How do I take a trip at discounted price? How do I get incredible nutritionals at a great price? How do I have a Christmas dinner? How do I get a turkey? How do I get a turkey is as powerful as how do I create a 7-figure income? Same thing, same how. How is it possible that how could be used to get a turkey, and how could be used to create a romantic relationship, or how could be used to create a successful business, or how could be used to create a successful marriage? How is the word how able to be used in every one of those sentences?
Because it's generic.
Because how is human.
But it's generic, right?
Well, it's wildly specific.
Well, that just popped in my head. Perhaps this
It
is
is generic.
true.
People see it as generic
Okay.
until they realize it is the absolute nuclear word to change. You ask how,
Bonus.
and it forces you to have to do something different when you hear the answer. Most people don't want to do the how because it's so easy. How is easy until you realize how is human.
Wow.
How's that work? Very well. Why do you ask? Most people want to give an answer. They want to finish the strategy. I want to be the human. How is being, not doing?
How is being, not doing? Wow.
Most people want the doing. Well, tell me how to do that. Tell me, how do you enroll 3 people? Very well. Why do you ask?
Yes. Do people ever tell you you're very naughty when you say that to them?
Yeah, well, after like most of you, When you say, how do you do that? You know, oh, he's going to go with that smart ass comment. Very well. Why do you ask?
So
It's
we
almost
don't ask anymore.
right.
Or we answer for you before you even get to say it. But
So
most
so here's the key. My prospects understand that predictability as well. They don't come to me with how questions. They will until somebody says, well, how do I do that? My question is why would you want to do that? Oh, Jesus, why can't you ever answer the question? Because it wasn't a question. It wasn't even a question that could be answered in the time it took to create the universe. That question can't be answered in a sentence. That's a lifelong question. How do I become? Because it's you that has to become. What skill or talent do you need in order to enroll 3 people? Well, no, I just asked you how. You're asking me for the strategy so you can disagree and say, well, I can't do that. I take away your I can't do that. That's what a mentor does. I take away your I can't do that.
how do I take that away? Very well. No, I'm serious because I had yesterday a guy in my downline is not person I enrolled, but the person that enrolled him has already quit. So
Mhm.
this person, I reached out to him and he said, I am not good at recruiting people. I don't like to recruit people.
God, don't ever do that. Meaning, I respond to him, don't ever recruit people.
Okay.
By the way, why would you want to recruit people?
So I can build my business.
Why would you want to build a business?
Because I'm paying every month.
So would it
And
be
I
okay?
want to, he probably would say because I want more income. He owns a tire shop I think he lives in North Carolina or South Carolina.
Awesome.
So
Tire
he's
shops.
a business person.
Awesome. So how do your leads come in? How do tires come in to get fixed? They show up at your shop or you go to take your shop to them?
They probably show up as his shop because it looks like he has a physical shop. So
Sure. Yeah, they show up at your shop. So would it be fair to say that you're trying to recruit people? How many of the tire customers do you recruit into your tire business? Well, none. They'd be my competition. He sees every prospect as competition at a subconscious level.
oh my God.
I don't know how to recruit. I don't know how to go start a business. Listen, are you asking people to join you in your tire shop when you change and fix their tire? Well, no, that'd be stupid. Why? Why would that be stupid? What if you could get a franchise fee override on that, and you'd have to go show them how to start a shop 10 miles away, though, right? What if you could show people how every time they spend $1 with you, because of your business acumen, because of your business skills, because of yours and his, our relationship, every tire change when people come in, it would be free.
So how would he earn if every tire change was free?
As an entrepreneur, I have multiple streams of income, and I found a way to help all of my customers, if they enjoy traveling at world-class destinations on a beer budget at a discounted rate, how to do that and create extra income. So 2026 becomes, you actually, every time you come into my shop, this company will have paid for all of your visits.
Wow.
And then some. It's the same thing. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. It's about telling the story. There's a story. Oh my God, I got to get my tire fixed. Oh my gosh, I need new tires. Everything that people come to that guy for, he has to defend himself because they're always questioning price, time. Can you fit me in? It's an emergency. Nobody comes and says, hey, listen, could you fix my tires? Well, they all look good. I know, but in case they get a flat, could you fix them? Well, they're not flat yet. It's why dentists have one of the highest suicide rates.
What? Why?
because they cause so much pain on people. People hate dentists.
Yes, I do. And you were saying earlier you keep putting off going to the doctor. I keep putting off going to the dentist for years now. Yes, literally. So okay, so they cause people pain. So does that like upset them?
Well, it causes them subconsciously to go because they know they're doing good work, and they're like, if you came to me a year ago, I could have fixed this, and now it's a huge problem. Same thing happens to all of us. We're the dentists of the small business economy. Nobody wants to talk to us.
Wow, you getting better and better every day.
Well, you brought up a good topic. Tire shop. Who'd have thought a tire shop would give you this awareness?
Yeah, no, I mean,
This is a story.
you can like make a story, a freaking story that's compelling out of a turd. I mean, literally,
absolutely.
I'm always blown away of the way you think. You think in stories.
Rabbit turds are a lot harder to build a house with than a cow turd.
Yeah, it's much smaller.
So most people are rabbit turding their success. I don't know
Oh
why
my-
this won't build. I don't know why I can't build a wall with this. Well, because you're trying to do it with Hershey Kisses. What are you doing?
Wow, wow. I'm amazed. Here, I've known you for a year now, and I'm just blown away. Wow. So, I'm meeting with this guy this
Excellent.
afternoon.
Hey,
Okay.
listen, what do you love about your tire shop?
Well, I'm here for the travel business.
Well, I know, but my question is why do people come to your tire shop?
To get their tires fixed or to get new tires.
Yeah, but why do they come to you? Then I can go to Walmart and get my tires fixed. I can go to Costco and get my tires fixed. I can go to Tire Kingdom and get my tires fixed. Why do they come to you?
Oh, because I give them a donut when they come.
Excellent. What if we were able to figure out a way to give everybody who comes to you for the travel business you're the donut guy. You're the guy that gives them the wonderful good feeling that you give all of your tire customers. You give them free coffee and this, and they have a chair to sit down that's nice.
And they get a foot massage. I mean, can you imagine if you were going to get a tire changed and they offer you a foot massage?
Mhm.
I would go there just for the foot massage.
A little $300 tool, you get a lot of business.
Like they say, it's the service. It really is the service. You just got me thinking. So how am I going to relate that? He's going
So
to
say, hey,
he's
listen.
going
So
to say,
why do you
I
think
don't know
people?
what he's going to answer, why they come to him. Okay.
It doesn't matter because if whatever he answers, your response is going to be what? Tell me more about that.
Okay.
See, we think we need to know. Stop thinking we need to know. We need to ask questions. And when you ask enough questions, you'll hear the story and you'll say, well, that sounds like something that's pretty important. What if we expanded that feeling that every customer who comes to you gets? What if we expanded that outside of North Carolina? What if we expanded that into South Carolina and you didn't have to move an ounce, you didn't have to move an inch? What if we expanded it to California or to Ohio? Where do you have friends and cousins? To Florida. My daddy
Yes.
always said, and my mentors would always say, listen, build your dream life, not your misery life.
Oh, powerful.
Right? So my mentors in network marketing said, do me a favor, stop building where you don't want to be. What are you talking about? Why are you building in your home? Why are you building in your home? You want to take a vacation from your home. Why are you making your home a prison? Well, my mentor said, do in homes, not in your home. He got yelled at. So the key is I built businesses where I wanted to travel to. So I had an international business. So I stood on stage in 30 plus countries. Why would I can go travel the US. That's great. If I'm going to go to the Grand Canyon, I don't want to have to go do 4 meetings so I can go see the Grand Canyon. But if I wanted to go to Slovenia, I get to stay in people's houses, experience the culture. If I stay in a hotel in Grand Canyon, it's really no different than if I stay at a hotel in Manhattan.
Well, it is if you walk out of the hotel.
Yeah, but it's still it's an experience. I'd rather go where I don't speak the language.
Oh, that's interesting. Most people don't like to go places that they don't speak the language.
No, that's because I'm a feeling person. Most people are a thinking person. That's why they don't like the.
Ah, so I'm a feeling person too then, because I don't mind going places where I don't understand the language.
Mhm.
Interesting. Tell me more.
People want to help. When you can tell a story where your prospect, where this gentleman in North Carolina says, "I'll help you with that."
So then how is it going to relate to his aversion in his head
There is no aversion to helping.
to recruiting? Oh, no, he doesn't have an aversion to helping, exactly.
He has an aversion to thinking he's got to go start another business. What's his idea of a business? $50,000 of equipment to start a tire shop. He doesn't dislike network marketing. He understands it. He really wants to understand leverage, but he can't get out of his mind his tire shop. Nobody can get out of their mind the story they show up with. Our job is to walk them out of their mind, which is to make them out of their mind, which makes them crazy, which makes them scared as hell. Until they realize the prison they're in, the comfort zone they're in. You will never get rich in your comfort zone.
No, you are very right.
I've never seen a rich monk.
And he says he became a monk because he doesn't care about
Right.
the money.
Yep.
And people start this business and then they say, "Oh, I really don't care about money." Well, why would you go through all of this to start a business if you don't care about money? I mean, that
Well, my
never,
response to that is great. Give me all you got.
huh?
Give me all the money you got. If you don't care about it, I do. Give me yours.
Oh,
So you do care.
wow. I'm blown away. So, okay, let's finish this with this guy because I'm going to be meeting with him.
Yep.
It's almost, I need your brain.
How long has he been in business?
I have no idea. I don't know him. Somebody
Okay,
else
so these are
recruited
these are
him.
the questions you're going to want to. Hey, listen, how long have you been
Okay.
doing the tire stuff? Oh, I've been doing it since I was a kid. I know. How long have you owned this shop? 5
He's
years.
a young guy. He has a wife and a small, I looked at his Facebook, and a small little girl.
Awesome. So let me ask you, if you got sick yesterday, could your wife do your job?
Good question. I don't know what he's going to answer.
Well, I'm pretty sure he would say no. Let me ask you, if you got sick yesterday, could I do your job? Probably not. Here's what I can tell
I
you.
think I could. I mean,
Well, you wouldn't want to do it every day. You wouldn't be able to change the tire and pull the tires off.
Oh no, I'm not sure that maybe he has people working for.
I'm
I'm
saying
assuming
do
that,
what
but
he does to
yeah.
change the tires, to provide the service to your clients. So the next question is that, hey, listen, the reason I chose this business model, because if you got sick yesterday, I could do your job. The reason I love sharing this with families is because if you got sick yesterday, your wife and I could do your job. Here, I can't do it in the physical world. I can do it in the digital world. So you got to ask yourself, are you willing to learn how to let us partner with you and help you grow your business?
Well, he says he would be very happy if I could help him to get those 3 people so he wouldn't have to pay the membership.
Excellent. So they're not recruiting. Why would you want you got to go back to the why. He's into the how. He's into the
The
strategy.
human.
Yep. You got to figure out why is the human.
Why is he wanting?
Yeah. Why do you want a no fee?
Well, who doesn't?
Interesting answer. Not the answer to my question. Why do you?
Well, but I mean, maybe that's what he would answer.
I know, and that's my answer. That's an interesting answer. I wish I asked that question, but I asked about you. Why do you want it for no fee? Why do you want this business model?
Well, I want an extra stream of income.
Excellent. How's that working for you?
Not so well right now because I
Good,
don't
because you're
like to
not following the
recruit.
rules. Imagine if people came in and you never took the tire off the car to change it. How would that work? You
Well,
just hired a guy. Imagine you hired a guy and he says, I've got experience in business. I got experience in changing tires. You're like, good. Thank God I needed somebody. He enrolled, you put him through HR, you did all of the stuff, and he doesn't know how to run a wrench to take a tire off. What would you do with him?
I would fire him.
Excellent. So should I fire you because you don't want to learn this business model? That's simpler and easier? Or do you want to do the rules set out? How many people have you introduced me to? You think you got to do this on your own. This is not another tire shop you just started for $400. This is an online digital world where I work for you. Put me to work. You want the 3 people? Put me to work.
Yes, that's where I was going to go with that because I told him I would help him. So I'm going to
No,
need to
you're not here to help him. Put me to work. He doesn't want help. He's a guy. Guys don't want help.
But no, they want to give help. You're very right.
Put me to work. Let me be the one that you're helping. Put me to work. Help me. Put me to work.
Okay, so where do we go from there?
Excellent. Where would you go? If you had to put me to work, what can I do? I can't change tires. I can talk to people. So who are you going to introduce me to first?
Wow, yes.
Not that hard.
No, it's not. I mean, when you say it, it's like the simplest thing. And we always say when you are able to teach some to other people, you know it very well. And it's like I try to take it in like a sponge because it's like so freaking amazing.
So the key
I
the
just
key
never
is
can get over it because it's never ending with you. It's like a well that keeps on giving, that the water never
I'm an artesian well of awareness.
I know it makes you laugh or smile, and I like when you laugh or smile, but it really is true. I mean, I don't know anyone else that is like that. And that gives such broad knowledge and shares such broad information. There's people who are very succinct to just, whatever the specific little thing that they may be doing. And they dump all of that on you, but you doesn't matter what I ask. You always have a very powerful answer. How do you do that? Very well, you are.
Very well. Why do you? Because I speak human. I speak the how. I speak the human side of how.
And what do I speak?
The how, the strategy. I told them what to do. I tell them what to do and they don't do it. I don't tell anybody what to do. Because if I tell you what to do, then I'm at fault. Then you blame me. You're blaming me. I gave up you being able to blame me about 30 years ago.
Yeah, I've never tried to blame you.
No, not you. Well, my point is that if you ask me how and I give you an answer, well, I tried what you said and it didn't work. You don't get to say.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's what happens when people ask you how. They say, give me something I can fail with so I can blame you and not me. That's why anybody asks how. Give me your human so I can show you that your human doesn't work for me. Imagine if that was every time somebody said how. How do you do that? And you gave them your human of how, and they tried to use it. It's never going to work for their human. Which is why I came up with the answer. How do you do that? Very well. Why do you ask? Would you like to do it well? Great. Why would you want to do it well? Well, and they'll give you strategy after strategy after strategy, and it all comes down to they want love. Period. End of story. They either want love or avoid fear. That's it. That's it. That's it.
So what do you think with this guy? He maybe wants to avoid fear.
Well, he wants
Because
to avoid being embarrassed. He's good at what he does. He understands his hands, and he's like, I don't have time to do this logical stuff, this thinking stuff. I don't understand online media. Did we ever ask you to when we told you what is our business model? What is the benefit of our business model? Well, I don't know. I just wanted to make money. Okay, so that's a benefit.
yeah.
Did you have to open up a new business? Did you have to go open up a store right next door? Did you have to go find a strip mall to open up this business model? No. So is that easier or more difficult than your business? He keeps wanting to bring the difficulty of his business into this digital world. And we let him. I want 3 people. Really? Really? Is that all you want? Is that all you want? It's be like saying, I only want 3 customers today. Is that all you want? Is 3 customers today in your business? No, I want more. Then why wouldn't you want more here? Why are you looking for the minimums? So you operate at the minimums, or you want to run your life at the maximums?
Well, I offered to help him get 3 because
Yeah, but
that's I thought that
you
would be the
wanted to do
minimum.
it for him. He has to help you. You have to shift it up so it's like he's helping you. I love my business. Would you help me and let me go to work for you? Just help me. Let me go to work for you. He's got to have his ego. You have 2
Wow.
egos that are fighting. I will
Wow.
tell you this. I have a much bigger ego than yours. I just don't fight your ego. Because
Mine.
I don't need my ego to fight. My ego has nothing to prove. I get off here and I'll go see Fane. I'll go see Anura. They don't care that I'm an international 6-time best-selling author who stood on stages. They don't
Yep.
care. They're like, you got food for me, Skippy, or what?
Food and cuddles.
Yes.
You probably have the only sheep that cuddle.
I definitely have the only ram that does, I think. I've searched online high and low to find somebody where Gizmo comes running at me like a puppy and does this and then his tail wags. It's the greatest thing ever.
But that's how you brought him up.
Well, we got lucky at it, right? He was already 5-6 months old before we got him. So it's just, you got to spend time with him. Fane, I got to pet her on her head last night and she's like, oh, what are you doing? Wait a minute. I'm not supposed to be petted. Like, you could be petted.
So she was not brought up petted.
She was never petted.
She was never petted. So most people don't pet their sheep and their cows.
I don't spend any time with them. No. Most people don't spend time with their distributors.
Well, I like to spend time with my people, but they don't seem to like to spend time with me.
Well, imagine if my sheep didn't like to spend time with me, which Fane doesn't. You just got to go find your poster child to go spend time with, which is Gizmo. It all started with Gizmo. McKinley and Lily, the ones that came that we bought. Now Nola was a baby when she came, so I can still pet her and scratch her. But McKinley and Lily, they'll eat out of my hand, which they didn't do as much last year, but they'll eat out of my hand. But if I go to pet them, they're like, they weren't raised that way. They're adults. So you just got to spend time with them. What if you didn't? Here's a question I have for all of you. What if you never had to replace your income? What if every dollar that came in continued to grow? What would change in your life? So your job isn't a business model, it's understanding retention.
And how do you understand that?
Very well. Why do you ask?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna.
So the question is how do you keep the people, how do you keep the income in your world? Right? You had a company that changed its rules on you.
Yes.
Right? So it changed its rules on you. I'm okay if somebody changes the rules. I operate in a world without rules. When I left network marketing businesses, because when you go from a $30,000 check to a $2,000 check because you missed 2 leadership points and no one told you and your upline
And your upline has been a Benny, you said?
What's that?
And what did you say about your upline?
My upline got the money. The money that
Oh.
was supposed to come to me rolled up to him.
Oh, shit.
And I said, what happened? Why is that? He says, oh, leadership points. You didn't have your 35 leadership points. Well, how many did I have? 32. Why didn't you tell me? You're going to write me a check for that? Well, no.
Didn't,
Okay.
didn't tell you because he wanted the money instead
Well,
of
he
you
just thought
having
he
it.
thought I knew because it had been a couple of probably 4 or 5 months already. So, anyways, long story short, when I left, so did all of my team. All of them, because I build in depth. I didn't ask anyone to leave. I said, you guys all have an amazing income. Enjoy your life. Let me know how I can continue to help you because I sponsored you for a lifetime, not a lunchtime. Well, if you're not here, we're not staying. Listen, I wouldn't do that. You've got good incomes. You're all doing this. Well, when you settle, let us know and we'll be there. Found a home, settled, and away they came. And then one was 5 years between when I found the next home. As soon as I did, though, they all went, okay. I said, you've been building that for 6 years now. Yeah, but we need you. We haven't stopped talking to you. So go build human. Don't go build business. I build people, not businesses.
Yes, yes, and that is very true in this business.
So go build people. So no matter what happens, you've built people. If you build a business, it can go away tomorrow.
So how do I build people?
Very well. Why do you ask?
But maybe that is probably the issue.
That is the issue. You want to build compensation plans and people think they got to build a business and get 3 is free. That's not building people. That's the business model. That's not building people. People want to get healthy. They don't want to have disease in their body. That's not the business model. You build the human. The getting rid of disease or 3 people is a side effect of building the human.
So I need to learn to build the human. So
I'd read it. There's a great book, Think and Grow Rich. It's about your definite major purpose.
but is that to build human?
Oh my God, that's the only thing human. Science of Getting Rich, Think and Grow Rich, You Were Born Rich, meditation, writing out your DMP. Could you imagine if you had 20 people on your team writing out their DMP every morning because they were excited about it and it just invigorated them? And then everybody that came into their business, the first thing they taught them is, listen, what's your biggest want?
Well, we always ask that.
Yeah, nobody's got it if they leave your business. You mean somebody can get their want easier and better than they can through you? Then you're not building human.
Well, that's obviously we've gotten to this point where I'm agreeing with you. I'm not.
So
And I'm asking you how.
so you have so here's a perfect example.
You're telling me to read the book.
There's somebody on your team. You don't know why they're on your team. It hasn't even made it 2 levels down to understand somebody's why and it get transferred back up. Jim Rohn would say that's a clue.
I don't understand what you mean by
So when I would show up, if you were my front line,
that. Okay.
and I went to this guy in North Carolina, I'd say, so I would know his why. I would
How
know
would
how
you
old
know
his
his
daughter
why?
is. Huh?
How would you know all that?
Because if you were my personal enrollee, you don't enroll somebody without their.
Well, I did not enroll him.
My point is that if you are in my community, I dealt in binaries. So I had people 30, 40 levels down. When I would show up at an event in, where was the most recent big one? They were in Costa Rica. When I would show up at the Hard Rock Hotel, and there'd be 500 people in the room, and I was going to meet with leaders, they didn't tell me their name. They told me their name. But after they said their name, they gave me their 2 or 3 word why. It's just a given. 20, 30 levels deep. So when I sat down with them, I said, so yours is to get your daughter to college. Yours is to take your kids to Florida and Orlando and Disney World. We weren't talking about comp plan. You don't have to talk comp plans when you have a dream.
Yeah, it makes so much sense to me because I don't generally talk comp plan, but everybody else does
Right.
because
Well,
it can't.
and so you let them talk comp plans.
Yes.
I would change that. I would offer you to change that. So this guy, you got to talk to him and say, hey, listen,
Yes.
a year from now, what's your dream? Would you like 10 stores? Or would you like to be retired? I don't know. I'm sure you'll love to do what you do. What's your dream a year from now?
Yes, and I'm sure he can probably answer me. Maybe his
I doubt
daughter or you don't think so?
Not a chance. He'll say things like, I want my debt paid off. Okay, awesome. What does that look like?
I hear people always say that.
Yeah.
Or they tell me, you know what people started doing? I need to pay off my debt before I do this business. And there's always
Awesome.
close.
So I love that. I think you're absolutely right. My question is how do you create more income without creating more debt?
How did you create more income without creating more debt?
Yep. Have you ever had a debt repayment program?
I personally haven't, but is that what you want me to ask them?
I don't know, but I would ask. I said, so what does your debt repayment program look like? Do you have to
Well,
get another job?
I have to work and I can't travel and I have
Man,
to.
that sounds like a terrible repayment program. Let me ask you, would you hire somebody to help pay off your debt?
Oh no, that would cost me extra money.
What if
I
it
don't
didn't?
have that money.
What if it didn't?
Well, that would be great.
We could start today paying off your debt.
And how are we going to do that?
Introduce me to 3 people. If you're
Wow.
serious about paying off your debt, introduce me to 3 people. Let me show you how the business model works. And if those 3 people are excited, then you'll probably find a way because it's going to be no fee to you. Wouldn't it be great to start a repayment program that doesn't cost you any money and actually makes you money and pays off your debt?
Yes, I mean, the way you
Awesome.
put
When
it,
do you want to
because,
start?
but I don't have the money to start.
I didn't ask you to give me any money to start. I said, introduce me to 3 people. Why would I ask you to go into more debt until you see that the program works?
So, okay. So let's say I tell them then they get me 3 people. All these 3
Awesome. Why do you
people.
think this person would want to join? I'm teaching them the program. I'm teaching them exactly what to do, because if they don't say yes, that person will say yes. They'll still be in my
Right.
business. I'm building my business.
So
If
you
you're
wouldn't.
serious, I'll let you work. I'll let you pay it off. I'll let you work the apprentice level. I'll talk to people even if you're not in. I don't need you in to talk to people. I
Okay,
need to
so
talk to new people.
so what do you do when they send you people and the people sign up?
Oh, they
I
don't
usually
send me people to, we're talking to them together. This is because I'm using it as a training. They just don't go, you talk to Billy. Great. When do you want to set up the call? Would you want me on it? Well, aren't you wanting a debt repayment program? Wouldn't you want to be a part of that? So I will give my $10,000 a day experience, but there's a price you're going to pay. And the price is you are going to show up and see how this business works. So you go, oh my God, is that all we need to do? Yes. I have a new prospect. I have a new customer. You in or out? That's how it works. You put me to work for you. But I don't talk to anybody without them there. That's crazy. Why? I don't need the practice of doing a presentation. Have somebody say no. I don't need that practice. You gotta set your rules.
Wow. But what if they tell you they don't have time? And
Then
you
great.
still,
Anything else before I go?
wouldn't you want them to still send you the 3 people?
Well, you don't have time for what? Time to repay your program? Time to pay your debt off?
Yeah.
You just don't understand how to use your time to pay off your debt, because right now it's not working, correct?
Yeah, well, I have to just cut everything and just pay my debt.
Yeah, but how are you going to pay your debt with your limited amount of income? And when did we decide in life that I got to give up some of my things that I like to pay off this debt? Shouldn't you have more things that you like? Are you telling me that you're just going to live in a hole in a hermit somewhere as a in poverty the rest of your life?
No, as soon as I've paid off my debt, I will be
Here's
able
the good
to.
news. How long have you had debt?
Well, a lot of yeah, those people have been telling me this for several years
Right.
now.
How long have you had debt?
Well, 5 years.
So what's your track record for the last 5 years of paying off your debt? Not so good, right?
Right.
What do you, Jim Rohn would ask, what do you
That's
think makes the next 5 years look any better?
Mm.
So for 10 years, you're going to be in debt? Should I come back to you at the end of the next 5 years? Or do you want to say, man, 5 years ago, I'm glad I started because I'm out of debt now?
Yeah, so their mindset is that they're not that they're just
That's
putting
all they
money
can
in,
see. All they can
but
see is
nothing
debt.
is. Yeah.
And all they talk about is debt. I got to get out of my debt. The universe doesn't hear, I got to get out of it. It says, I got to get more debt. I got to get more debt. I got to get more debt. Their self-talk is debt related, which is why you're a pain in their ass. Because you're showing them how to fix it. And they're like, I should have figured this out on my own and blah, blah, blah. Subconsciously, there's a whole bunch of stories. How's it working for you? Not so good. When do you want to change that? Now. Great. We should get started. Doing what? Anything different than what you're currently doing. Wouldn't that be fair?
Wow. Yeah, I see. I try to think and say what you say, and sometimes my
Which is why
brain
I
is.
don't have to have the answers. You never heard me tell in all of this dialogue in the last 40 minutes, you've never heard me say, do this. I've just asked questions. How's that working for you? When do you want to change that? What does that look like? When should we get started? What do you think this business looks like? Why do you think people hire me to go to work for them? Meaning in my network marketing business. If I had a network marketing business, why do you think people hire me? Well, how do they hire you? They get started in the business and I go to work for them. What could I do for you? Get me 3 people. Awesome. I will get you the 3 people. You have to introduce, they got to be your people though. Imagine if you hired me in your tire shop and you said, change my tires. What if I collected all the income? Would you want me to collect all the income or just a small portion of it? Well, a portion of it, because you'd like to get some of the income too, right? That's because you hire me. You don't need, I already have my own tire shop. You don't get any profits out of my tire shop. My goal is to make your tire shop more profitable. Hire me.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have so much.
And it'll be on YouTube under the live section as soon as it renders. So you can go back and listen to it again if you need to.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
I
welcome,
meet
welcome,
with
welcome.
him. I meet with him at 2 o'clock, I think.
Awesome.
Yes.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Anyone
you, thank
else?
you.
Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? What'd you learn? What'd you like?
Morning, Sean.
Good morning, Diane.
You today.
Outstanding.
That's wonderful. Well, I go get my scan today.
Yay.
Um, no, this is very good conversation. And you remember Derek Hartman that
Mhm.
came
Yep.
with me. It's interesting because now he's starting to ask these questions. And I mean, he was on your call for quite a while.
Yep.
And so yeah, he wants us, the two of us, to work together now to build the business. And we have a lot of Black Friday deals that start tomorrow.
Awesome.
And that's what I notice now is his conversation has changed and he listens and asks questions. So you did very well there.
So I would ask him the similar question. So why do you want to work together? What's the goal?
Mhm.
What's the
Well,
30, 60, 90-day goal?
he wants to build a business now because
I know,
he
but what
finally
does that
gets.
look like? What is is it one person or 1,000 people? What does a building a business look like?
Oh, he wants to get 10 by the end of the year.
Awesome. So he wants to limit his capability.
I guess
What
so.
if his, I don't know if he has kids, but what if somebody he loved was in dire emergency and he had to get 20? Could he get 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. So ask him why. So why limit it at 10? 10 is a stretch, but it's not a stretch if you really needed to do this. The holiday is the best time to build.
Yes.
And again, you're asking him, so why limit it to 10? 10 is a stretch. When's the last time you sponsored 10? Never. Awesome. So it's a real big stretch. Have you sponsored one? Great. How many times could you sponsor one? Infinity. Because if you did it, you know you can do it. So
Yes.
it's not 10. It's let's go talk to enough people that 10, 15, 20 say yes. We're just talking over.
Bonus.
We don't
Mhm.
need to go get 50. I didn't go get 17,000 people in under a year. I got one. I got two. I got two brothers. I sponsored one. The other one came in. They worked together in a partnership. I sponsored one, 17,000. I sponsored one.
And it's all how you work with them to teach them.
If I can give my attention to, I marry you. You become my enrollee. That I don't need more. Because if I'm good at what I do, you get to go build an empire.
Yes.
Right? I create kings and queens. I don't need to be the king or queen. I got on stage by default, not because I wanted to. People are like, you're the guy that has opened up all of Latin America. Well, I mean, it's always been open. I just happen to we have some business down there. Some business. Why are your people all 5 stars and 6 stars and you're a 3-star? I said, because that's the minimum I need to be to capitalize on the income. I don't need to be a 7-star Royal Diamond on stage, whatever it is. I'm here to help my people.
So true.
One of the boys just asked me to go do his convention, but timing was he wanted me to be their keynote. I've been on stage with them in 3 years. He said, I want you to come down and be our keynote. I said, I'd love to. Then the schedules didn't work out. I said, knucklehead, you need to ask me sooner. You know, I'll come. So anyways, so yeah, ask them, what do you want? I understand what you want, but why do you want this? What's the benefit? Who's going to be jealous? And what's the biggest part of you that needs to shift? What's the biggest part of your human that needs to understand that you enrolled 10 people in December? What's going to shift in your story? When's the last time you ever enrolled 10 people in a month? Never. That's a huge personal shift that needs to take place. Right?
Right.
When's the last time you had 10 people, somebody on your team enroll 10 people? You probably had that happen. And if that's happened, then great. So now the shift is, so all of a sudden, who's going to give accolades? Who's going to be a little jealous that you've got Derek Hartman on your team? Oh, you got Derek Hartman. You got 1,000 Derek Hartmans. You just haven't found yours yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I got potential for people right now. So it's building momentum. Yes.
Yep. So my biggest question is hey, listen, who has do you still have the 6-month guarantee?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So who has a 6-month guarantee that all your Christmas expenses will be paid off? Who wants to pay off all your Christmas expenses with a 6-month guarantee? What? Yeah, that's my question. Every expense you're about to have in Christmas, What if by the time 6 months, so June of next year, if they didn't get it paid off, any money you spent with this business model, you get your money back.
Yes, interesting.
Change the way you look at things.
See, I always learn something from you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, there you go.
And I'll
Yeah,
let
you have the greatest secret weapon of any wellness company. 6-month empty bottle guarantee. You'll either have the healthiest shelves or you will do more for your life than you ever thought possible. That's how I would have Derek. He could go get 20 people with the holidays.
Yes.
You plan on putting 15 pounds on for Thanksgiving? Great. I got a guarantee you'll get them off. Otherwise, it's free. It's no fee. Empty bottle guarantee for 6 months. Who would say no to that? Guaranteed? Yeah, guaranteed. Start your bikini body now. And have your pie.
Yes. I know a lot of people are waiting till after Thanksgiving.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. And they're going to time it so after Thanksgiving they'll have to 3 weeks before Christmas. Yeah.
Have seconds and a beach body by June. Put on your turkey pants and still have a bikini body by June. Or a lifeguard body for guys. There you go. Some thoughts. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Diane. I love you. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Good luck on your test. Good luck on your scan. Let me know. I know you will.
I will. Thanks.
Okay. Beamish, it's time to send everybody on their way.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Dakaya. Hey, Dakaya.
Hi. Granny just wanted to say hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Gil.
Granny. I love you, Granny.
How you doing? I missed you.
I miss you, Granny.
I miss you too, Killer.
That's the phrase. Hello.
We just wanted to say hello. And also, Sean, what part of Texas do you live in again?
Well,
I
I
forgot.
used to live in Plano, Texas. I now live in Arkansas on our
Oh,
ranch.
geez, Louise. Just kidding. I was going to say I was coming to Texas for the first time in February
Where are you
for a roller
going?
skating event in Houston.
Oh, in Houston. Okay, so that's about 4 hours, 3.5 hours away. But yeah, Houston is going to be a wonderful experience for you.
I'm super excited for it. It's for a roller skating event. It's gonna last an entire week.
Oh my gosh.
And it'll be my first one that lasts that long. So I'm building the
bring some.
stamina.
It doesn't usually get super cold, but you could get some freezing temperatures there. So check the weather before you come. Make sure you bring appropriate outerwear.
I
with you
will
every-
definitely be sure to do that because I think some of the events are outside too. So
Okay.
I will be sure to prepare properly.
Yes.
And I've been jumping rope to get my stamina together.
That's awesome. No, very few people understand how cardio rope is. I mean, it is everything. Using the biggest muscles in the body, the hamstrings and the thighs, and it's a tough workout and coordination. It is a huge it's kind of like eating a boiled egg. It's like kind of like this amazing all-in-one thing.
I love it, especially because I got these ropes, so they're like tailored to my height and they're weighted also too.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it's like a quarter pound, a half pound, a 1 pound, a 2 pound, and a 3 pound. And that
Oh my
3
God, that'd
pound
kill you. Hit you in the back of the head. What happened? She died jumping rope.
Oh my goodness, especially because I just posted a video on my my second Instagram and I took off my barefoot shoes, and I as soon as I did that and I started jumping, I got one of my toes, and I was like, "Oh, this is so fun, so fun!"
Yeah. Why do you have black and blue toes? I jump rope.
Yep,
I'm sorry. What? Yeah, I hit myself with a 3-pound rope.
yep. Just having a good time. This time it was the 1 pound, so
Okay.
thankfully
Oof.
it wasn't the heaviest one.
I love it.
Yes. So well, now I travel to Arkansas.
There you go.
All right. Love you, Sean.
Love you too, Dakaya. Love Granny. Tell Kelly I love her.
She says she loves you too.
Okay. All right, everybody. Well, there you go. There's another day in the books. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling. Tell your story, Misfit. I'll see y'all where?
The next event.
At the
At the
next
next event.
Somebody give me some Costa Ricas.
Pura
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 vida.
vida. We love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace.
Peace be with you all.
Be with us all. And the queen of helping us have more of what we want and telling a great story, Jessie Lee Ward.
Bosley.
Bosley, we love you, girl. And the little white fluffy.
Gurgle.
All right, everybody, go enjoy your day. We will see you mañana. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.